That was my phone.
Oh,
That sounded like TikTok's. What it sounded like.
Actually, it was Snapchat.
TikTok, Banana
Yeah.
Rock.
I don't have Snapchat, so couldn't tell you.
I haven't had Snapchat in years, not since '87.
I actually list stuff on there. Sometimes it sells.
That's weird.
Yeah,
Huh.
but hey,
Interesting.
whatever works.
Hey, no, I ain't against it.
Yeah, the only platform I haven't tried yet is actually Whatnot. But
I've never sold on Whatnot. I've bought on Whatnot a couple times. I've never sold Whatnot.
I've got a profile on there. I just haven't done anything. I changed, made sure the picture and everything matched Shellhead and all that kind of good stuff. And
Right.
what's up, Gus? That's about all I've done, though.
What's up, Gus? The only thing I hate about like trying to sell on Snapchat is you do get a lot of people that try to fucking like bullshit you on price, like ridiculous of like some of the offers like they try to make.
But isn't Snapchat like? Don't your pictures go for like 10 seconds and then disappear?
No, it goes for like a day.
Oh,
So sometimes what I do on there is I'll try to have like a flash sale. So let's say if I want to take $10 off of something, you know,
Sort of some of the chicks on there.
I've been having success with TikTok selling stuff. Just post up pictures like, "Oh, thinking about selling this," and without a doubt, I get people like, "Hey, go, how much? I'll buy that." Like, all right, well, fucking give me money.
Buy that for $1. All right, we're live and we got two in the chamber, so that's kind of cool. One of them's Gus, hooray,
And one's your mom.
or Joe.
Joe will pop in about 15 minutes. I didn't get a notification. So
yeah, you're probably right. So I do have I had a bunch of pickups actually from the last week, but this is just the one I'll show because the other ones are like rando little guys. And
hey, Tony, real quick, welcome to Drinks and Toys. The crew is here. Like, no intro at all. Like, you just went straight to look what I bought. Like, what the fuck?
For those of you that are watching, which are the normal people who are always watching, the four of us are here. You know who the four of us are. Are you guys having a good night tonight?
In other words, he don't give a shit.
Like, people like watch this later. Like, Jesus, Tony.
All right, let me go ahead and rewind.
All right, we're here. Fuck everyone else. Look what I bought. La, 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 la.
A little green dildo, but all right. Weezy, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing good, man. How are you?
Oh, good. That's awesome. That's good to hear.
Awesome.
Very cool. Very cool. Johnny, how are you?
Hey, you know what? I'm alive. I'm feeling good.
Good. That's we had hoped that would be the case. And Psycho,
not sick anymore, so things are good.
Nice. Very good.
Tony, how are you doing?
I'm fantastic. I am. So now that we've gotten that out of the way, so I had some pickups last week. And it's like I had some little things I didn't want to show, giggity, and so I wasn't going to waste.
That's not true. He always wants to show the little thing.
He's very proud of the little thing.
Yeah, but most people don't carry around magnifying glasses to see it.
They always hang around. So what are you going to do? Yeah. So stuff here and there, but one of the major things I bought that I was super excited about was, and I posted online. So if you guys can't see it, check out Shellhead Toys on Facebook, and you can see it there. So this was a piece that is import only. It is not in America.
It is now.
Huh?
It is now. You have it.
Oh my god. Yeah, it is now. Thank you, Wheezy.
No problem.
So awesome scale. It's probably 3 times the size of Jetfire easily. And the armaments and everything. There's a whole other box of just the Super Valkyrie armaments. So very, very cool. But
is that really 3 times the size?
Yeah. Yeah. When you put a Jetfire next to it, you're like, oh shit, okay.
I wouldn't go as far as 3 times the size.
It's bigger than it looks in the picture, man. That's all I can say without sounding weird.
I mean,
it still sounds weird.
It's I'm telling you, Johnny, if you put Jetfire next to it, he is 3 times the size of Jetfire. So
I mean, there's only one way we can
settle this. $74.99.
No, this is a $350 piece.
I say you need to take it out of the box and put it next to the Jetfire.
I didn't pay $350. Man, you fat bitch. Sorry, my cat likes to do cat shit.
Hey, let's take it out, stand on your roof, and throw it. See if it glides.
I thought about it. And then, of course, it came with all of the armor. which I thought was cool. It has one of the pieces we don't ever get to see, which is right here, which is, if you know the way his armaments work, see right here, one of these up here. So the top would flip up, and there's two barrel gun that would stick out from it. So super cool piece. Super excited about it. Cannot wait to at some point have it displayed somewhere, because it is open, and I'm not going to just leave it sitting in the box. There's got to be somewhere I can put this thing. Just not right now. I don't have any shelving or anything like that. Unfortunately, it's just been a nightmare of. My house is always a nightmare, so I must fix that.
Some might say your life is a nightmare.
Yeah, you're not wrong. I've also, I don't know about anybody else.
I'm hearing a lot of dings is what I'm hearing.
I'm hearing somebody's hearing aid giving back feedback.
No, for some reason the text message sounds are coming through the computer instead of not.
That's weird.
And people just keep texting me. I don't know why.
I don't know why either. Everybody you know is on this cast. So I before I jump into what I was gonna say we were talking about tonight, Toy Arc has got a whole bunch of stuff that came out that I thought we could dive into, but I recently got the bug to start looking for the Matty Collector Voltron again. And I don't know if you guys have seen it, right? Well, half of you at least, maybe. Half of you meaning maybe Johnny?
Yeah, I was there when it was new. Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. So you can get it for about $250 online, not including the freaking figure, because everybody took the figures out and they're selling because the figures came separately boxed, right? Also, so everybody's selling the figures separately, and then Sven was the only time you got Sven, which was in this Matty Collector set. They made an actual Sven figure, and if you don't know who Sven is, he was in the first 2 episodes. He dies, and they never, do a toy about him. So, really cool that Matty Collector did, and
die, motherfucker, still.
Yeah, so they a lot of people went ahead and ended up grading that figure. That I would have done the same thing, but they went ahead and graded it and put him off to the side. And so I've been trying to think about how I would want to do it. Do I want to just buy it piece by piece? Because it's still very readily available. It's not like if I order a piece, I'm not going to be able to get the rest of the line bots,
Right.
I can order the one, wait, order another one, wait, order another one. What I'm more concerned about than anything is actually getting the figures. That's what scares me, is being able to get those and track them down. The boxes are cool. I today when I was looking for it, I saw a lot of people getting them graded. And then, of course, you type in Matty Collector, and all this other shit comes up I didn't know that they made. I guess there's a Matty Collector Ghostbuster set.
There was. Yeah, there was.
So
why don't you hunt the figures down first?
The figures are more money than the lion.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. But that's the difficult part. If you can actually get traction on that, then that would gauge the basis for you whether it would be worth it to do it or not.
I guess.
Well, we've kind of discussed that before on a previous cast. If you just get into a new collection, say vintage stuff, should you just hunt down the hard shit first, the expensive shit first? Then after that, you have to buy a bunch of, onesie twosies of loose, cheap stuff. You know what I mean? Just rip the fucking Band-Aid and buy the expensive shit. And then you can enjoy the rest of the time. God damn it.
Because here's the thing, because that's going to be the part that's going to be most frustrating, especially if you fucking spent all that time, all that money and effort building up to that point to where you got to those harder to find ones. And then it becomes frustrating, and it ruins the whole experience for you. Whereas if you focus on that, kind of just grind your teeth through it, the rest of it's going to be enjoyable. Because it's all downhill from there.
This is all in theory. I've never practiced it myself.
This theory sucks. So I'm going to share my screen.
So what were you saying about Matty Collector stuff, though?
Yeah. So what is going on with my screen, man?
While he's setting
I
up
wonder
his
if it's
screen,
the weather.
check this out.
If the weather's going to start jacking with me.
Oh, Johnny, we're not allowed to have pickups. It's only Tony that does pickups. Haven't you learned?
Man, I haven't seen one of
He
those.
could pick up this cock.
Tony does not look
Yes,
at me by that at all.
I thought it was pretty funny.
All right,
Oh,
there's
it was.
something desperately wrong.
But, got some GoBot action.
Oh shit!
All right,
That's
can
like
you
the
guys hear
car-
me?
That's like the car
Yeah.
that Peter drives through the mountain several times. But yes, we hear you.
Okay, I'm gonna probably have to. There's something wrong here. Wow, that's really annoying, dude. That really is annoying.
Yeah, I don't know why I can't turn it off. I'm sorry. I don't understand why this is happening.
So
It never happens, but now it is.
I'm gonna go hardline in because I'm having a serious technical difficulty of some kind.
Well, yeah, the weather's kind of crappy over this way, so not surprising.
you,
And like,
I don't know. Anthony said you could break whatever and sell to yourself in pieces. I don't know what he's referring to, but probably your toy.
okay.
Thought he meant my heart.
I mean, maybe that too.
Yeah, maybe.
No, we can be hateful like that sometimes. But yeah, Johnny, haven't you noticed like over the past few weeks, Tony wants to talk about pickups, but we only talk about his pickups and then we move on to the other stuff. Like Tony doesn't give a shit about our pickups.
Well, damn.
So just to touch wherever the hell Tony was going at, because he brought up the whole Matty Collector thing. And he mentioned how like Matty Collector had a bunch of different toy lines. Because it was their online website. Like the only way to buy these things was through their store online, mattycollector.com. They had like their own forums on there. And man, mattycollector.com sucked so much ass. Like to sit there and try and buy anything on it was always a headache. The guy who ruled it like he was a dictator, Toy Guru, was a piece of shit. He thought he was like the god of toys, so the guru of toys, and he didn't know shit about anything except for, I guess, some Masters of the Universe knowledge. But like everything else, it was always like a used car salesman trying to pitch some new product to you and shit. Like it was horrible. Their Ghostbusters. What?
Wow. No, I'm sorry, man. Go ahead.
Their Ghostbusters line was great for the time because there was nothing else to compare it to. They went really deep in it, but they mishandled it like everybody else. And the biggest thing that happened was that they showed off like a paper fucking prototype basically of the Ecto-1 for their Ghostbuster line. And it was at a Comic-Con, and they're like, oh, if we get this many, say like Kickstarter, this many backers, pre-orders within this certain time frame, we'll produce the product. According to them, this fucking Ecto-1 hit that time frame within like 4 days, right? And then after a week, they took it down and said, oh, it failed. It didn't make it. Like, what? We all saw the shit made it. And like, nope, it didn't make the numbers, and then they never produced the shit. And then they got rid of the license, said that the license or the line failed. And it didn't. They were just pieces of shit, didn't know how to run it. And they kind of did that with everything. They just kind of dropped all their toy lines until everybody hated them for everything they did.
Wow.
Yeah,
I honestly
Matty
never
Collector
got.
sucked so
I've
much.
never got into it,
Oh.
any of it. So for me, it was just kind of one of those things that just kind of sailed by. I didn't really care then, nor that much now. But I know for a lot of folks, I do remember how frustrating it got for them.
Because all their stuff was Masters. They had some DC stuff on there. It was Ghostbusters. And then there was something else, Voltron and something else after that. That it was like their main Matty Collector shit. And it was all headaches. All shit.
I gotta tell you, man, my
Are you back?
computer is just.
We missed you, Tony.
I don't know what's going on. Like, I'm hardlined in. I feel like my computer's trying to do an update or something. Like, wasn't doing anything until Johnny said, "Oh, you're not hardlined in."
Yeah, well, the fucking weather, dude. You knew about this weather. Einstein.
Don't
Can't control the
insult
weather,
dogs
not
like
yet.
that. Okay, cool. So, Johnny, you got any other pickups while Tony figures that out?
No, but I am kind of working on something. I'm gonna have it available online soon. I'm gonna have painted versions of these little guys
Nice.
that you can buy. Got some articulation in the arms there. This one doesn't, but the other ones will have waist swivel. Just simple kind of reaction like little characters.
Van Clam.
Not yet.
God damn it, Johnny.
Dude, this wave has to make me the money to pay for the sculpting
know how
and all
to-
that for the next one.
You know how to break a kid's heart, man. Jesus, what the fuck happened?
Yo, Tony done flipped. He flipped
Tony said,
his
I'm out,
waffles.
son. That's you haven't missed anything, man. Tony's just having internet troubles or something, and he was showing off a what the hell was it? Macros, some shit. Was it? Fuck was that thing?
Macross, Robotech.
Robotech, thank you. Okay, so both of you are looking down at other things, and cool.
Yeah.
Great.
What about you? Any pickups? Since we don't have Tony here, so we're gonna talk about pickups. Oh, nice.
Got a Bigfoot.
Yeah.
Haven't had a chance to open them yet, but I got one.
Did you get any of the other ones from the line?
Got a Yeti.
Oh yeah. I think I like the Yeti more.
It just the white on the Yeti looks really dope.
But
There's a
it's
third
not just
one.
it's not just plain white though, right? Does it have like highlights and stuff on it, or
It has like blue, like kind of grayish, bluish, like highlights and shadowing on them. But there's also the black version, and I didn't order him. But once I open these up, I will probably wind up ordering it also. The Skookum. I forgot where the Skookum's supposed to be from, but yeah. And like I've kind of hesitated on opening them because I know when I open them, I'm gonna go and purchase the damn dogs, the dogmen, and I'm trying to prevent myself from doing that. But I'm gonna do it. But yeah, that's all I've picked up recently. Oh, and Terrifier. I got Santa Claus Terrifier. That I
oh,
found.
you did?
Yeah.
Nice. I'm waiting
the
for my Walmart to get that in.
I feel like that thing's
Although I might
causing
just-
turmoil.
I know it's like on pre-order from NECA as well.
I think it started yesterday on NECA's
Yeah.
site.
The only thing is it'll take forever for it to come in.
Yeah, they have it scheduled for Q4.
Whereas,
But-
if you can find it at Walmart, then
But Tony's right though. The internet is blown up. The groups have gone berserk over that damn thing. And majority of it is people calling out those who go into Walmart and find like the case of 4 and buy the whole thing, and they're scalping them. Because then you have those people like, oh, you're a piece of shit scalper. But then the scalper's like, oh, you're too slow. And you're just jealous because you couldn't find them. And then NECA announces they're releasing on their website, and all the scalpers are like, oh, no, that's going to be the plain one. Watch. You'll see NECA's wrong. They're not releasing the bloody one on their website.
it's the same the pictures are the same.
Exactly. They're saying that NECA put up the wrong pictures on purpose.
Yeah, I doubt
But
it.
then it's funny because now people have been watching like the scalpers on eBay where they have them for like $130 for the figure. How after yesterday, all of a sudden you saw like the prices for $130 go down to like $70. Like they were all fucking trying to dump stock now.
Yeah, there's a couple local ones on Facebook Marketplace here that have them for like 70. Although one guy didn't change his. I seen it on there. I'm like, good luck.
Yeah, you saw it on there.
Ah. In other words, it was Tony's post.
Maybe. No, I didn't buy it. I don't care. As much as I like the character, I don't care enough to spend that much money on that. The fucking NECA figures.
It's a dope figure though. I think the only one I need, like, I'm not buying the clean Santa Claus. Like, I don't need that shit. But then I think for Terrifier, the only other things they're gonna get me to buy will be the pale girl, whatever the fuck her name is. The fucking, like, the little child, right?
The one from 2.
Yeah. I think she comes out in a 2-pack, and I think the only other thing you can get me to buy from that will be Homegirl in her fucking, like, Spartan Wings angel outfit, if they did that.
Oh, you mean Wonder Woman?
I was about to say.
I think if she was Wonder Woman, the movie would have ended much sooner.
She straight up looks like a Wonder Woman off of Temu, though, or Wish, or whatever you want to call it. But
I'd buy that Wonder Woman off Wish.
I didn't say she's a bad looking chick. I'm just saying some straight up Temu shit. But so so Toy Arc put out lately. I've been back and forth like between Reluctant Adult and then looking up stuff on Toy Arc because I just keep the Reluctant Adult keeps putting out all this shit and I can't tell if the videos are old or new or what. But they regurgitated the information about Playmates getting a lawyer to represent them for this whole.
I saw that. They're like, here, like, what does this mean? We absolutely have no idea because nobody does.
Right. But it's the second time they brought it up. So I'm wondering if I haven't seen any, but I wonder if there's more chatter out there about what this is all about.
Yeah, there was.
What?
So the original thing was about them just announcing that they were representing Playmates.
Mm-hmm.
But then I guess the second thing came out where they went a little more into depth about it. So what it seems like is that Playmates didn't let the license go, that they lost the license, that Nickelodeon took it from them basically. Like, hey, you guys can't have it anymore. And now they're trying to fight for it to get it back.
So
is where it seems to be going.
But my understanding was that Nickelodeon, when they bought it, they're the owners, even though
they own the IP.
Okay, but Playmates only has rights for the figures then, which, I mean, but doesn't I was about to say Nintendo. Doesn't Nickelodeon have more power than Playmates does in that regard?
Well, absolutely, because they own the IP, but it depends on. There's like we don't know the ins and outs of their contract, right, and what Playmates originally signed with whoever the fuck originally owned it,
or Viacom or whatever it is.
No, even before them, right? Like fucking Eastman Lair with it back in '84, 88, 89 when they first started making them, right?
Playmates bought the license.
Yeah, it was with Surge
way early for like more money than anybody else was offering at the time, and I think that it gave them some sort of special ownership over the toy license, which is probably what they're contesting.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like we don't know the in and outs of the contract they originally had, but that definitely sounds like something companies would have done in the 80s and 90s. You know what I mean? Like, oh, buy into this toy line, make the toys, and maybe even give them a share of the actual property, the IP. You know what I mean? Like, I can see that shit happen in '80s. They wouldn't do that shit now, but I can see that happening back then. They're probably fighting for that now. Like, yo, we partially own Turtles. We're not getting rid of it. But it's just weird that it happens now, and they weren't doing it like last year when this all would have been winding down. Like they're waiting to the very fucking end to try and fight. It's strange.
Maybe they didn't think it was going to get this far. I mean,
they were trying to do it like a dick measuring contest, and they didn't bring their own ruler. Like, oh fuck, we messed up. Now we gotta go get a ruler.
I don't know. You would think their legal department would have said, "You guys probably shouldn't fuck around with this. Like, if you're in, you're in. But if you're not, you should probably let it go now, or whatever. I guess stake a claim." But
they probably fired their legal department and replaced them with like an AI one, and now that's biting them in the ass.
Well, I mean, I was gonna say I don't know obviously the size of Playmates, but when you look at the shelves and what they don't offer versus what maybe they don't even have like a real legal department anymore. Like I don't see them being that big that where they'd have like some like lawyer on retention. Like they might not have that anymore.
It's got to be a multi-billion-dollar company.
What do they make?
I don't know. I'm gonna look.
They make Turtles, what, Power Rangers now, and what, that Dungeon Carl or where the fuck his name is.
Oh wow. Wow. So Playmates Toys has a net worth of $75 million.
Tony, you could buy that.
The Playmates Holdings holds a stake in the toy subsidiary valued at around $285 million, meaning the franchise for Turtles. Wow. They're not.
I wonder if Playmates is almost worried that if they lose Turtles, they might fucking have to go under.
Well, Playmates Toys is $75 million. Playmates Holdings is $285 million. It's one of those DBA type situations. That's fucking crazy. Only $285 million. If you think about that, the parent company to the company is only worth $285 million.
But still, what the fuck do they make?
Toys.
What toys? Like, what are they actually producing?
I don't know. Sex toys.
Like I said, they got Power Rangers and that Dungeon Carl or whatever the fuck it is, some comic book,
Dungeon Carl,
some shit like that.
Oh wow, that's fantastic.
No, seriously, like look it up. It's like some shit like that. It's some
All right,
like adult comic book or video game or some shit.
So their lines are Turtles, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, Godzilla and King Kong, Multiverse Toys, The Miraculous Ladybug, Star Trek. That was a fucking flop the 30th time they put it out. And then classic brands, including nostalgia favorites like Water Baby Dolls and Voltron action figures.
There's got to be more than that.
There's other things that they've made, but maybe they're not producers of
They're
now.
like more like children, like maybe baby focus, like infant toys.
Yeah, that's crazy. Playmates isn't even one of the richest toy companies out there. It's Lego, then Bandai, and then Hasbro. Poor Playmates.
Yeah, so okay, so I know it wasn't fucking crazy. Playmates also does this fucking thing called Dungeon Crawler Carl. It's some like adult themed fucking, I don't know, video game or fucking comic book or some shit.
There's nothing that isn't sexual about that whole thing.
Well, yeah, because like when they announced it, because I remember Pixel Dan be like, I was not expecting him to go that route after Turtles. Like people were kind of blown away that Playmates was making those toys.
Dungeon Crawler Carl.
So
Grease him up so he can get into small areas. Mom, look.
So really, everything you read off, Turtles is their biggest thing they got going on.
So
at least kind of IP wise, like that's it.
The sad part is if they produce a quality, and I mean quality, higher end. It's from a book. I don't know what book. I don't want to read it. If they produced a higher end Godzilla toy, because we don't have anything real high end, we got a lot of like cheesy crap on the shelves. I think if there was a higher end Godzilla collectible figure, and Playmates wanted to produce it, I think that would help them out.
But
because Godzilla is loved from kids all the way back.
But aren't those in Ross right now? Like they shell form from like Bandai and Ross.
But they don't. Right, they do, but they don't do anything. I think if they made, listen, you can only have so many kaiju on the shelf, right? Or on the shelf, where it's like, yeah, cool, I'm playing with kaiju. Well, what if you produced vehicles to fight the kaiju? Like if you made, the army to fight them, or you made, the mechs that they used to fight. Like they're in some of the older ones, and in some of the mid-range ones. I think it was in the 90s or something. When you had Godzilla Zero and all that kind of crap, they made the Japanese would have like this mech that would come in, and all of a sudden it could transform into this robot and it would fight Godzilla.
Why'd you air quote Japanese?
I don't know.
Okay. Curious.
I don't know.
I didn't know they actually ever had mech that fought Godzilla. So I mean, yeah, that would be
Japanese.
I guess that would be a way to do it. But
I don't know. They could produce some cooler stuff. I mean, or if they're going to keep doing the Power Ranger thing, you better pump it out a little faster.
And better.
Yeah,
and better.
better quality and faster. I mean, if you expect people to stay on board with the franchise, because
I am
easy to
interested.
see.
The
I
only
mean,
thing they've got for Power Rangers that I'm interested in, they didn't even talk about it at Toy Fair, but Psycho had saw it in a video from that kid that does all the turtle stuff.
very descriptive.
No, it's I think he's the Black Nerd or something. But he does. That's his name. Calm down. No air quotes. Like that's he does a lot of things with Pixel Dan recently, but he's like a huge turtle fan. But Playmates is apparently re-releasing the original. They seem to be the original size and the same boxes as the original Power Rangers. The big like 8-inch ones in the same triangle boxes. Like they're getting ready to do those. They just didn't talk about them at Toy Fair, but they showed them off at Toy Fair, which is weird.
So I think that's cool. I think that was a cool like line that they had out at the time, you know, if you're a kid, and that was when they were making anything and everything Power Rangers. I just think if they're going to keep the attention, because I don't know any kids right now that are playing with Power Rangers. Like my son doesn't give a shit.
Nope.
Um,
And if a kid right now is playing with Power Rangers, they're not playing with Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. They're playing with whatever the current, which I think Power Rangers is over, isn't it? So
I don't know. I don't even know what they're up to now. What are they? Power Rangers like Insecto Force or some shit. You can name anything. That's probably what they
Power
have.
Rangers line is done.
yeah, it ended like the Super Sentai, wherever they are in Japan, ended. It's done.
Okay.
So like in
So not
theory,
just
that means
America,
Power
it's
Rangers
done.
here has no more content to steal. So
Which is why they're talking about going and making it a cartoon.
That's terrible.
Well, they're talking about making it like a cartoon with that's got actual money behind it. So it'd be a high-end animated cartoon, but they'd go back to the very beginning and start doing Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, which was the most popular, and then do it where they can space it out a little and not change every year, because then they burn through things. So you could have the story go a little bit longer. They're talking about doing it more like the comic books did. And eventually there will be changes, right? But you don't have to do it every season.
So with the grit that IDW does with a lot of things, right? Like they're a little bit darker, like a little bit grittier with the comics. So did they do an IDW Ranger comic?
Yes.
They did.
No. Boom Studios. Sorry, Boom Studios.
they crossed over with IDW on a lot of stuff.
Okay, so I don't know Boom Studio. So is Boom Studio darker also?
I mean, there were mature elements. I don't know that it was darker.
Steven Tyler Lips.
Did you read them, Psycho?
Some of them, the first few, but
So the reason I bring it up, right? So the Playmates toys that are out right now for Rangers is them sadly trying to capture and Kiko's 100% right.
So they've tried so many times.
That's the word. Trying. They're not nailing it. But so they come out with the Playmates version. They come out with the Playmates Rangers recently. And, you know, the plastic quality's trash. And all it is more of a nostalgia for people like us that had it as a kids or would have had it as kids, right? It's from our era. They want to put out the White Tiger Zord again, which they're supposed to do. The Dragon Zord, the Thunder Zord. I've seen those are the only ones I've seen nailed down that are supposed to come back out. And so they're going to go ahead and re-release those, and that's great and all because you're trying to capture that audience. But I think if they put out a grittier, darker, spend a little bit more money into a Power Ranger Megazord, I think other people would start noticing. I think it would capture the attention of people who maybe aren't necessarily Power Ranger fans, but maybe they're mech fans, maybe they're Transformer fans, I don't know. Or even younger kids go, man, that's pretty fucking cool looking, as opposed to what they're trying to put out now, where it's just like, it's not the same power, because when we were kids, there wasn't anything like that on TV. But now there's been shit like that. So it's like, how do you put out a retro Power Ranger Megazord and expect that to compete with the Transformers the kids see on TV? And go.
I mean, you said a lot of stuff, and I think
It happens.
the issue is, right, Power Rangers is its own thing. And I don't want to beat a dead horse, and I don't want to go around in a circle. But I think if they were to revitalize the property by doing what they're talking about, which again is creating a cartoon of some kind, right, where they don't have to worry about actors' representation on the screen. I think that Power Rangers could still be a very viable property, right? Like they went for a very long time with trouble. You know what I mean? Like, so they had to get the footage from Japan, and then they had to get the suits and everything from Japan so they could make their own footage to tell the story that they wanted to tell, because they didn't want to tell the same story they were telling in Japan. But they painted themselves into a corner early on by hiring these kids, giving them like shit money, not allowing them to join the union, the actors union. And then when they asked for more money, they got rid of them and they set a precedent. And all of that stuff ended up hurting them to the point where they had to change every year and there's no consistency. And the people that are behind it now, because the comic books were so well received and all the crossovers they did with the comics were well received, when Mattel took over the license, or not Mattel, excuse me, when Hasbro took over the license, they said they wanted to make movies, but they also wanted to bring the show back, but they wanted to do it in cartoon form. And that's what the talk still is about it, is that they're going to, after a couple of years of lull, right, where Playmates is just releasing figures based on the original show, which you can find the original show on Netflix now, the first couple of seasons, and it's rebranded to the toy line brand because it's Power Rangers Reignition. Now that's what Power Rangers is called on Netflix, right? So that's where the connection is. But again, the idea is we're going to make it into a cartoon, let it go for longer. And I think if they do that, there's a lot of money still in this franchise.
Power Rangers Nocturnal Emission.
No.
That must have been a different show. So yeah, I don't know. I guess back to the whole toy thing. I feel like if they don't make some changes on the not the toy, but the like, you know, like we were just saying, the video aspect of it, that the toys aren't going to matter because everything they're putting out is not geared towards anybody but people who already know what they're looking at. So that there's no energy there to capture a new audience. I'm
really thinking that with them losing, with how they're getting these lawyers, with them losing Turtles, that I think that's the start of the downward spiral of Playmates. I think that's the end of the roller coaster for them. And I think they realize that that's why they're obtaining lawyers to try and prevent that from being their downfall.
But I think that's only going to work for them. Turtles is only going to work for them if they listen to the fans and they keep wanting to like the next fucking whatever movie, Mutant Mayhem, isn't that next year?
Yeah.
Or is it this year?
Oh, I think it's this year, towards the end of the year.
I think you're right. I think Mutant Mayhem's this year, and then next year's the Ronin game.
Sounds
live
right.
action. There's something live action next year. I just don't know if it's not Ronin because that was put on the back burner, right?
Right.
But there's a Ronin game coming out, and then I read something about a live action something coming out next year. So if that timeline is correct, so you've got this year is Mutant Mayhem. And maybe that's something else they're banking on, right? And then next year's, whatever live action. But
I mean,
they need to stop making all these bullshit, like we talked about last week, the bullshit toys. Why are you going to make the four brothers, all their supporting characters, and then not even 2 weeks or whatever it feels like, 2-3 weeks into it, once that line has hit the shelves, you're already producing shit like Wacky Action this and fucking Cowboy that, and it's like,
this might not be a popular take on it, but I think that's where they need to stay. If they're going to do it, they need to focus on that. I think they need to stop focusing on a collector line. I think they need to go back to what made them, right? And focus on that, because they're not going to make something better than what NECA is producing. They're not going to make something better than what even McFarlane could produce, right?
Sure.
They're not going to be able to put out to compete. And you can go to between 5 different companies right now. You can basically get any iteration of turtle your heart desires.
Yeah.
Playmates, I think they need to stop trying to compete with that in the collector line. And like you said, maybe listen to fans. But it's like what they've been doing right now with the re-releases. People buy the re-releases like crazy.
Right. I have nothing against that. I mean, keep going. Keep making, keep making the things. Let's get a turtle cycle. Let's get it,
But what I'm saying is, like, I think they need to do this is going to be the old fat guy in me talking, but like what fast food restaurants need. They need to focus and get good at one fucking thing instead of trying to do a bunch of different fucking things that are mediocre, right? So they need to just go back to making good kids' toys and selling the shit out of those. Because collectors are going to buy those anyways, right? Your average collector's still buying the shitty the kid toy versions because they want it part of their collection. Make a good product and focus on that. Don't try and make 10 mediocre products. If you can make one good one and go with that. Like they used to do. The original turtle line, they had the turtle line and they fucking ran with it.
So did anybody notice, and I thought this was kind of weird myself, but if you've been paying attention. So remember, when they first did the re-release of the Four Brothers and everybody lost their minds, right? You could get the Four Brothers on the original cards. I lost my mind because I'm like, cool, we get to own them for, I had the originals and, and that was cool and all, but it was like, I was going to get to see them in the store again. I was going to get to go, the store as a kid and remember what it was like to see them on a shelf. And so I owned 5, 6, every time I went to the store, I bought 5, 6, 7 sets of them. I bought Damien a set, and then I sold a set, and then I bought a set for me, and then we opened a set, and I bought set after set after set. And they were, whatever it was, $9.97 or $10 per fucking figure. So it was a no-brainer to buy them. I don't know if anybody saw now, but they're $40 a figure. So like when you go to find them, and stop shaking your head, Beardo. When you go,
I was just there. They're fucking $14.
Where?
Walmart.
I don't have any original turtles left on the shelf at my Walmarts.
I just fucking picked up a scale tail the other day. It was $14.99. Where the fuck
I'm talking about the original brothers. The original Four Brothers. They're not on the shelves anymore.
Okay, well, yeah, but you made it sound like they're like $40 in store. Like they're not $40 in the store.
No.
Oh, okay.
What I'm saying is the Four Brothers have already built a value, right? That I'm not saying it's worth a ton of money, but they're already worth. I mean, think about it. They're already worth 4 times what they were going for on the shelf. They've already found that value, and so I'm not saying this so people run out and just buy every fucking vintage turtle they see on the shelf because they think it's gonna be worth money. I'm just saying that there's a nostalgia and there's still a desire for those original characters on their original cards, that original artwork and shit, and you can get one and not feel bad opening it. And
so I think part of the draw for those, for me, if you don't have them yet, you can buy them, open them. But I think having them, because the card art is good, right? It's like you can get those vintage figures that you had as a kid, but you can get them on the card and appreciate them on the card.
Yeah.
Because you don't have to spend $400 to get a card in Michelangelo. You can fucking buy a $14 one and still enjoy the card art. Because like you said, when you open them up, apparently they're inferior to the previous ones, right? So it's like, why open it unless you just want to play with them? Like, might as well keep on their card art. I think that's going to be one of the main selling points is the fact that they are on original card art, even though it's a different cardboard cutout.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%. I bought them for card art. Now, when I bought Damien 2 sets, and he still has one in the left on the packaging or whatever, left carded.
That's for college, yeah.
I told him, I said, don't open those. I was like, of everything I've ever given you, please don't open those. And he's got a set that's open to play with his party wagon and shit, But there was a nostalgia, and I've held turtles before, but there was a nostalgia where, he opened a set in front of me, and he's putting the weapons, in Leo's back, and putting stuff in his hands, and he's like, "Here, Dad, check it out," and he's giving it to me, and I mean, I'm an adult, so my hands are paws now compared to these toys. And you hold them in your hand, and you're, God damn, these things are small.
Yeah.
But they weren't. They were just, you were a little kid, so your hands were smaller. But it's crazy now to hold them. But there is an absolute nostalgia right away when you're holding that turtle in your hand, and you put like his little weapons in his hands, and what have you. It's there's so much energy, positive energy, man. It just comes out of that. It's just a feeling you can't describe. Well, I guess I just did.
But yeah, no, I mean, I'm with it. I just think that Playmates needs to focus on that realm, make the kids' toys, make good kids' toys that the kids will want to buy and love, right? Stop trying to make a collector's line. Stop trying to compete with the big boys when it comes to the collectibles line. They've tried and they've failed several times. They need to stop trying and just.
What wave is that, Chris? So you bought Scale Tail. I think that's the wave I haven't ever seen in my store. So it was Scale Tail and Mutagen Man, right? At least.
No, it was Scale. I think it was Scale Tail, Worm, Metalhead. No, Chrome Dome.
Metalhead was part of the line?
Chrome Dome.
Oh, Chrome Dome.
And there was 4. I forget, but they released a 4-pack with them, but one of them was missing, was replaced with another character also.
I feel like I have them, and I'm not really sure. I don't think I have that. Well, I don't know. Hold on.
But I only picked up the Scale Tail, so I didn't give a shit about the other ones. I didn't see Worm though. If I saw the Worm, I probably would have gotten him.
I've got like 3 versions of Worm. I don't know. I've got a bunch of carded back there. I can't tell what it is, but I know for sure that I have like original Worm and stuff like that, original Scale Tail, but I don't have any for my personal collection. These are, those are just the ones I resell.
At the next toy show, I have to find I had a casualty in my turtle collection.
Casualty?
Yeah, I had a casualty bed. Rearranging stuff, I grabbed a Ray Fillet, one of the originals with the color change Ray Fillet.
Mm-hmm.
And I had it placed down. I was moving stuff around. I picked it up, and his fucking legs fell off. Like the joint inside, like his legs broke. So it's like I either buy the joint and crack it open and replace it, or I just find a replacement Ray Fillet. So next toy show, I'll be hunting down a Ray Fillet.
They are plentiful, and if you can't find one, I got 1 or 2 on my wall, and I've got 1 or 2, I'm sure.
Well, it needs to be a Lucy, so I wouldn't take one of your sealed ones. That'd be messed up.
Ray Fillet.
Because if I took one of your sealed ones, I'd make sure to open it on the cast so you could watch it get ripped open.
I'd be like, "What are you doing? It's a 40-year-old fucking figure, you nut!" Oh, there's so much blood. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, man. I think if Playmates is gonna survive, like you said, and that's probably why they're fighting for the turtles again. Just keep going with the vintage line. We don't need box sets. I think they're cool. I don't need them because they stopped doing the art too. I don't know if you saw that. They stopped doing box art. Now they're just doing white boxes with the figure stuffed inside.
Yep.
All the ones I have, all the box art ones where there's like 3 different party wagons and the sewer lair and all that kind of crap. I've got all those, and I bought them just because of that. I liked the box art, even though we had already gotten the figures. I think I have 3 sets of villains because of that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because one came in the mutant module.
The mutant module, the foot cruiser.
Right.
Okay, we got the mutant module, the foot cruiser, the sewer lair, the party wagon, the green party wagon, the shell raiser, the what was the Turtles 2 Secret of the Ooze, the boxcar, whatever the hell it is.
Oh yeah, the fucking like a subway car, yeah.
Vinny's Pizza or whatever, Roy's Pizza. That was the one with the superhero ones. That's 8. Oh, the box one with the tunes, that was 9. I'm sure there's another. They're over there. I can't tell you, but I'm sure there's 10. I'm sure there's at least 10. I just can't think what the other one is. Oh,
Or
the sports
10
one.
You said sports, I think.
No, I said the superhero one.
But there's going to be if there's going to be a 10th one, if there's not 10 already, the 10th one will probably be that military one where they have the 4 turtles in military garb.
So that would probably be, if I had to guess, then they'll do the cardboard box to look like the tank.
Makes sense because they're also releasing the tank, aren't they?
Yeah, at least it's what it showed in the picture. Although I think the picture in the Playmates display that they had, the G.I. Joe one, that looked like the original tank.
Yeah,
Unless
no, they showed the original tank. Yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought. It didn't look like the one they're going to use in production.
Going on, Joe. About damn time you got here.
Joe
Fucking slacker. Fucking
Joe
slackers.
I don't know. Joe
But-
Aurelius. So I was diddling Giggity on Toy Arc,
Whew, glad you finished
And-
that sentence quick.
and of all things,
Like, on that note, the show's over.
and of all the things I noticed on Toy Arc, the only thing that I felt was like worth a damn, was the Jada Toys coming up with the next wave of Mega Man figures. So they're doing Mega Man with Beat, they're doing Snake Man, and they're doing Proto Man, and they look awesome. I'm gonna see if I can share the screen without blowing up my computer, but
Buy into it, Tony. Buy into the Mega Man line.
nope, I promised I wouldn't do it.
Who'd you promise?
I don't know, Jesus.
Well, that's a fake person.
So, so there you've got him with Beat. Can you guys see it pretty well?
Yeah.
So there you've got Mega Man with Beat, which I love the face sculpts. I think it's awesome. They did an awesome job. It looks really cool. Not really sure about the blast effect. Why is it green?
I have no idea. I think the game sucks, so I couldn't tell you.
So the only thing I can think of is, are they trying to say that that's Snake Man's weapon color? Psycho
Usually, if I remember correctly with this toy line, they'll bring those types of things with the villain itself, so you can buy it and put it on your Mega Man.
Okay, maybe we'll get to that, but he looks awesome. And I really keep telling myself, if I'm going to get into this line, I better do it now before it gets expensive. I know the brothers who aren't brothers that do the shows, they have the first 3 out. So if I was going to get into that line, now's the time. I think Rockman was out, a different version of Mega Man with what the hell is his name?
Well, I mean, think about it, Tony. If you were to get into it now,
Rush.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
yeah, I know there's a bunch of different games, but it's like I feel like if you got into it now, if you just went for like Mega Man and then the villains, like there's a pretty concise like end to how far you'd go. You know what I mean? It's not like Turtles where you have to worry about them making 500 background characters that, had a 1 second frame of a video game, right? Like
I
you
would
kind of
stop
have
it.
like an end, and it can be in sight.
I would stop when they got to X, I'd be done. I'd stop.
See? So yeah,
I'd
get
all
into
the
it, Tony.
characters up to that, and I mean, you're talking, probably 50 characters total, unless they make a couple of variations. But like this here with his blast effect, that looks like
That looks like a green dildo.
yeah, it looks like the blast effect for Snake Man. Yes, it looks like a green wiener shooting out of his cannon.
You know what it reminds me of? Orgasmo.
Oh, that was a very Thursday thing to say.
Tony acts like he's never seen the movie.
Yeah. But I mean, he did a good job. I like the sculpt. I like Beat. He looks cool. So this Proto Man looks awesome. Very, very cool figure. I don't get his blast effect though.
Yeah, see, Kiko's
You did?
our buddy Diaz got it from the Brothers Who Aren't Brothers.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, so Diaz, just so you know, whenever Tony mentions the Brothers Who Are Not Brothers, or he calls the NECA brothers, that's who he's referring to as Toy Stalker.
But yeah, it's just a great figure, man. Oh, that's what it's for. Huh. So it looks like his cape may be posable. Is that what I'm understanding here? It looks like it's got the wires in it.
Yeah, it looks that way. It's a scarf, not a cape.
Cool. Could you sound any more disgruntled about anything I say?
I mean, he could.
I think he should.
And then Snake Man looks really good. Kind of weird with the white. I don't remember him having the white on in the game. But I like it.
Hey, look, it comes a little semen too.
Snake. I don't know. Did a good job. Very happy about it. Looks really cool. So excited for that.
One of those that like I'm not a Mega Man fan. Like I've played some of the games, but I've seen the figures since Jada started making them, and since then I was like, these actually do look really cool. I wouldn't buy into them, but they do look awesome.
So
hey, look, Daredevil Batman.
I'm curious. So again, I'm a sucker for Asbat, right? I love it.
You like Az. You're an Az man.
And I'm curious why this one. Because the only thing I come up with is see the claws. Because if you ever read any of the comics with Azrael, he has like transitions. Like there's so every time you read the comic with him when he was Azrael, what?
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
So every time you read the comic when he's supposed to be Batman, and he's putting his Azrael things onto it, he little by little he does more and more and more until he gets too extreme, and the costume is just insane. He's not Batman anymore, and this looks like that transition period, but I feel like we've already gotten the figure with the exception of this. I don't know. I'd have to walk over and go look, but I don't think these claws are on the other Azrael Batman figure we got, and maybe that would be the only difference as to why they're doing this.
So I can't tell you why they're doing it, but if you look, all those figures that you're seeing right there that were part of this drop that he did, of 9 figures, 4 of them were Batman, and the other 4 or 5 of them after that were all Spawn. So he released 5 figures based off of 2 characters, or 9 figures off of 2 characters. Which
you are milking that mold.
Azrael sells, man.
Oh, that's Batman though.
Yeah, but he sells. Azrael sells.
But then, like this Batman, apparently the only difference from him versus the previous one is that the yellow outline around the Bat logo. Apparently, the yellow wasn't there in the previous one. McFarlane's definitely doing a Hail Mary for figures right now because his time's coming up for the line and he knows it. He's just like, make whatever. Daredevil Batman. I didn't even know that was a thing until I saw this drop.
Hey, he's wearing a cape, guys. Just thought you should know.
No, it's a scarf.
Ah.
Get your shit right.
That's a good Batman, and I forget what line that's from, but he looks like the one that's in some of the animated movies that are out.
I mean, it almost looks like an anime style. Like the face and everything looks more anime-esque to me.
Wait. Is the cape wired?
That's a scarf.
It looks like it.
Yeah, it looks like it. It actually does. It looks wired.
Well, all right. Way to go on that one.
McFarlane, he knows his time's coming up, so he's just like pushing fucking DC figures out like crazy. And this is just a Batman wave, apparently.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go look and see. I wonder if maybe they're just re-releasing it, but they're talking like it's a new figure.
I haven't seen the Wonder Woman, but the first time Wonder Woman was released, apparently she sold out within seconds, and people are very happy that she got re-released. So glad you got one, Diaz.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd have to look. But then you were talking about the...
Yeah, they released 5 Spawns.
Oh, there's only 3 on here.
Yeah, you got that Spawn.
Looks like he's got a club foot, for Christ's sakes.
I mean, I don't know the character enough to understand like which version of Spawn this is or why he's dressed like, Timu Bondage, but it's a thing.
He's got elephantitis of the hoof.
Of the hoof. But yeah, no. Then they've got that. Yeah.
That's pretty cool looking.
His wrists match the other one's foot.
That's true. So together they make one. So if the other one's Redemption, what is this one? Nightmare Spawn. That's pretty cool.
Then there's another Spawn that has like bone wings.
I'll just wait till this one's like $8 on Big Bad in a while.
There you go. Yeah, see, this
one?
guy has like these bone spike wing like things.
He looks like a Mortal Kombat character.
That's fair. That's a very fair assessment.
Pretty cool though. Curse of the Spawn. Such an underrated character, man. We just don't get enough Spawn. Not so much the figures per se. We don't get enough like
I think part of the problem is the creator is such a dick.
yeah. I want another movie. I want cartoons. I'll take animated movies, man. I've seen some dark ass Batman and DC animated movies that I wouldn't mind seeing a Spawn.
And look, it's a Goofy movie again. Talked about that last week.
Wow, May 6th. So they're just reiterating it. What's this though? Shadowhawk. It's like a weird version of Wolverine.
So that is.
Oh, it is Image Comics. Sorry.
Yeah. No, so that's from McFarlane for the Image Comics ones, right? So that's where they're also going to have like the Savage Dragon and those. Those characters coming out.
Yeah. So I was thinking about that when I was looking at him. I'm like, who? I used to have a coin. I used to have a metal coin of him. But yeah, Image Comics. They had some really.
That's just
cool
Metal
stuff.
Wolverine, but yeah.
That kind of shit never took off. I don't know. Where are we at? Iron Man Stealth from 3-0. Look at this shit. Glow in the dark Blanca.
See, Jada Toys is doing like amazing things with their Street Fighter line. I do wish that they got the Mortal Kombat license because I think they would make fucking amazing Mortal Kombat figures. But sadly, it's McFarlane, so we just have to get what we can get and enjoy it.
Why do we think? Why do you guys think, at least, not even Jada, just all the way around? Why do you think we're getting so much Street Fighter?
Because of the movie?
So I feel like even before that, we were getting that.
Well, Street Fighter's always been popular. So you've had Storm Collectibles, I think. Is it Storm that's been doing it?
Yeah.
Storm Collectibles has been doing them, but they were also doing Mortal Kombat.
They were also Mortal Kombat as well.
And then now Storm Collectibles is doing a smaller version of Street Fighter figures too, because Street Fighter has always been a really big video game line. Like since it came out, it's just been very popular.
I guess I don't know. I look at stuff like that, and it's just like, when is enough, man? Where you've got, I mean, it's not. I don't know. I'm not trying to be stupid, but it's not Turtles. You know, why is there so much Street Fighter shit coming out in mainstream companies like making that kind of stuff? I don't know.
Well, because like I'm trying to think, right? Like, 'cause when you think about in store, you've only got Jada with Street Fighter, right? And then you have Mattel making the WWE crossover Street Fighter figures, and then that would be it in store. Everything else has specialty shops.
Who made the Street Fighters? Not the crossover one with Playmates and whatever. Playmates? No.
Yeah, Street Fighters and Turtles, didn't they cross over?
Yes, we got 2 characters, I think, and that was it.
I think they ended it.
Yeah. So, but you remember the Street Fighter figures they released recently, where it was like you were buying an arcade machine, but it was just cardboard and the figure was in it.
The only ones I've seen like that, Tony, are either the Jada ones, I believe, are designed like that. And then the WWE crossover ones are designed like that.
Let me look.
Because if you go into right now, you can find Chun-Li on store shelves. She's in like a Street Fighter cabinet type display, if I remember correctly.
Yes, it is. You're right. It is Jada Toys because I typed in Jada Toys and they just showed Guile.
There you go.
And so yeah, that's the box I recognize where it looks like an arcade cab.
Have you seen where they're keeping that same style? They added like what is it? John Cena and fucking all these wrestlers.
Yeah, it's the
Have
WWE
different
crossovers. Yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of
And some of them actually look really good.
Well, Batista actually does kind of look like Sagat. I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah, some of them actually do look good.
Oh, so I guess to backtrack quite a bit because my connection was shit. Did you guys already talk about the Matty Collector Ghostbusters?
Kind of that they fucked it up, and for the time they were great, but they're shitty figures.
So the figures, when I looked up the figures or whatever with the box art and everything, I don't know if they're ripped from something else or if somebody ripped them off, but that box and the figures look really familiar. They almost look like the Diamond Select ones from afar. No, they don't, or no, you don't know.
Diamond Select came way after them anyway, so if you feel like that, that means that they would have ripped off Ghostbusters.
So I don't know. I don't know who came first, the chicken or the egg there. So
usually the guy. But yeah, no, it's Matty Collector was first, then was Diamond Select, and then Hasbro.
Come on, you son of a bitch! Don't do this.
But remember that giant Stay Puft diorama thing I had at the shows?
Yeah,
that was a Matty Collector item.
Oh,
yeah.
Maybe it's the Matty Collector, the Mattel freaking Matty Collector website here, dude. It's the only one that seems to be glitching that hard with me.
Well, because the fucking company's under it, probably doesn't get supported anymore.
Jesus.
I like that gray screen. Does anybody else see what he's showing? Oh, those. Okay. So those are 12 inches.
I apologize. It is absolutely the website. It's probably because they have so much shit loading on it.
Could be. Oh, that's worth.
I'm gonna get out of that.
That's why. Okay.
I'm logging out of it. It's got to be that website. They must have a lot of things loading.
So those, Tony, are 12-inch Ghostbusters.
Giggity.
Yes, big ones, not little ones. But those are also Matty Collector, and I mean they were cool. I had them. I got rid of them. Sold them part of I sold my entire Matty Collector collection to a shop in South Florida, and they were cool. They also sold them in 2-packs to get the gray suits. I know Psycho had those.
No, I never was able to find them. They were at Big Lots. I bought the same ones that you did. I had the regular ones, but I
they randomly popped up at Big Lots. A bunch of Matty Collector stuff popped up at Big Lots at one point, and people ran around like crazy trying to find it.
So who's what is the? I mean, it's Mattel, but what is the Matty Collector? What is it? Just like a third party company or something?
No, Matty Collector was just their like Mattel Creations now, where they have
okay.
It's just that it was called Matty Collector.
Okay, I got you.
They had like their own. They had their own website, their own forum that you can go on and talk with other people. And Matty Collector items were only sold through the Matty Collector website.
Okay, so I'm not trying to be like I just had an epiphany, but so Matty Collector, Mattel Collector.
Yeah, whatever they had their thing is now. Yeah,
I gotcha. That makes sense. Okay. Weird.
Yeah.
But
it was definitely a weird time.
So what else, man? I don't see a whole lot else. It seems like it's coming out. I mean, I'm kind of hooked on the Motu shit that's out. I'm not jumping on them, but I'm a little hooked on that. I do still want Trapjaw. Still haven't seen it, and I've been hitting the Walmarts. I don't know if he's just. I think there's just so much hype right now. People are hunting him out like real hardcore. So even if somebody's at Walmart putting it out on the shelf, the shit's gone before it has a chance to breathe. Luckily, you got me the Scare Glow, so I appreciate that.
Yep, got your Scare Glow.
But yeah, I haven't seen the Trapjaw yet. I mean,
but at least unlike Scareglow, the Trapjaw, Skeletor, and all them, they're in both Target and Walmart, as well as other places. So you should be able to find them pretty easy, if not at least online through those companies' websites, and just order the shits and have them sent to you. Like, why waste the gas right now when it's like $45 a gallon?
I do want the Skeletor. He looks great too. They're doing a good job. I'm not upset at all, man. The figure quality, I've watched the reviews, so the quality's definitely there, and they're looking awesome.
Like, I don't know. I haven't seen the movie, obviously.
Yeah.
But with how those figures look, I don't know if Clawful's even in it, but I'd be interested what the Clawful looks like. I might even pick up a Clawful.
I think he's in the movie. I don't know if they made a toy. I know right now the figures that Pixel Dan was reviewing were Spycore, I think a Beastman. I'm not sure. And then he had Tila and He-Man, but he had the 3 kitty versions, and then he had the collector's version of the other ones. Not carrying me too. What?
Yeah, there's too many negatives in that sentence.
You got to sound out your words. The Target by me has that end cap, and it has all it had left on it, honestly, were He-Man, Man-at-Arms, because, nobody wants Man-at-Arms. It's like the fucking Peter Criss of, Motu. And then they had it's badass. I kind of want one. I'm not going to buy it, though, is the damn Dragonfly. I keep saying Dragonfly, and it's not called the Dragonfly. But
the ship?
Yeah, it's the one, like, it looks like a Dragonfly, though.
Right.
And it's cool as shit. Pixel Dan reviewed it, and it's got, like, I think, like a 24-inch wingspan or something crazy. It's super big. It's just really cool. If you guys can announce, we'll be giving away free comics per intro over there.
Yeah, at the show down on June 13th in Fort Lauderdale that I'll be attending for selling. Upon entry, they're going to be giving away comics and other items and freebies for the guests who come in. So definitely be on the lookout for that.
I heard about parking validation and stuff, so it should be a good time.
Yeah, free entry with dog food,
Yeah, 3 books of green stamps, and you guys are good. Most Walmart are not carrying Motu. Would it be Walmarts or Walmart? Is that like Goose and Geese?
I mean, if you say so, Diaz. I've been to I think I went to 4 different ones recently because I had to go pick up Tony the Scareglow, and then since I've been to 4 others, they've all had the Scareglows, right? So I mean, they're carrying it. It's just whether or not they've put them out yet would be a different thing. But I know, like, the one in Cypress has it, the one in South Lakeland has it, the one down near Mulberry has them. Like, they're everywhere. Mulberry. At least in Central Florida, all the Walmarts I go to have at least Scareglow right now. So
yeah, I'm hoping to get a hold of a Skeletor and get a hold of Trapjaw, and that would be the end of it for me. I don't need anybody else, unless they make. I don't think they will because I don't think he's in a movie. But if they did a badass Stinkor, I would buy it. That'd be badass. I wish I would have bought. Do you guys remember the line we talked about this before?
Stinkor.
Huh?
I said you would like Stinkor.
So way back when, is it Mondo that made the taller, articulated, super detailed Motu figures? Way back.
I don't think so.
5 years ago, 4 years ago.
Like they're like the vintage style, just bigger.
Yeah, they're a little more modern looking, but yeah.
Oh, then no. There was one company released like the vintage style, but like 12 inches tall. But they're like vintage style.
But they were superposable, right? They weren't.
No, like vintage. Like it was like you took the original toy and made it 12 inches.
I know what you're talking about. So they had prototypes of them and everything. I don't remember who does them, but I've seen them before at shows. The ones I'm talking about were, honest to God, like probably 10 inches tall. Motu figures, and they were like multi-posable detail because they made a Trapjaw, they did a Beastman because he had fur and everything. They did a Trapjaw, a Beastman, they did He-Man, they did Skeletor. I think they did Man-at-Arms, And I honestly, I think that's it. I don't think they did any characters beyond that.
I'd assume Mondo, because I know like NECA did a bunch of statues for Masters of the Universe, but that would have been like probably 15 years ago.
It definitely wasn't statues. I don't know if it was Mondo. I know Mondo makes them. I just don't know if it's if that was it though.
Mondo's one of the ones I could think of that would have made bigger scaled Masters toys.
See, these are all okay. So 1/6,
which is 12 inches.
Yeah, giggity. Let's see. Hold on here. Why is there 200X? Masters of the Universe and Masters of the Universe 200X. Weird.
Different show.
Evidently. So I don't know.
Wasn't it 2000X?
Yeah, so I don't think it's these. As cool as these are, I don't think it's these because these
show the class.
Maybe these are it. No, because they're not fuzzy. Yeah, I'll show it here in a second. I'm sorry. He's not
fuzzy nipples.
The one is not flocked. Damn, that would have been badass. All right, hold on. Let me show my screen.
Your mom's flocked.
That was weird.
Well, I mean, it's just like it's kind of quiet, so somebody had to say something.
What the flock, Mom? All right.
So you get it. Right, those are Mondos. Those are their current things they got going on.
Well, some of these are sold out. Let me go back to you guys. Where can I see you? Okay. So these are great and all. They have like awesome accessories and all that kind of stuff. And that's great. So like this Beastman, says classic variant. So this is badass Evil-Lyn, but sold out. Like I'd buy this in a second. Sold out. This is the Beastman. Maybe he just looked flocked. Oh no, his thing was flocked.
Yeah, so it's the Mondos, the 12-inch Mondos.
That had to be what it was. Yeah. So how long ago did these come out?
Years. They've been coming out for the last several years.
Yeah, probably maybe like the last 5 or 6 years, maybe even a little longer.
Like, look at this, dude.
Yeah, no, they're dope. They look amazing. Thank God I don't like He-Man, or else I want to buy him.
I would have bought this Merman in a second.
Go on eBay. You can still find it. It's expensive as fuck, but it's probably,
I can't imagine. What do you think they are? 500 a piece now on eBay?
Easily.
Oh, probably at least.
Yeah, I'd never in my life.
Batman Beyond figure that I wanted it came out at $225. Now it sells for $750.
I bought this for Corinne. It's sitting in the box. That thing's fucking massive. This is badass, and I should have bought. I remember when this came out, and this is badass. Yep. That I should have bought.
You should have. Fucking slacker.
I know. I apologize for my ignorance, sir.
Hey, disappointment to me and your mother.
I mean, fucking look at him by himself, dude. Get an Orko. That's even a great Orko.
Yeah, Mondo does like fucking amazing work.
Hordak. I mean, they did such a great job with this line, dude. God. Look at this. Look at this fucking Hordak.
Look at this fucking guy here.
I mean, you just can't, I don't know. I guess you got to take it for what it is, man. The quality and just the way those look are freaking awesome. So it makes me excited for the Donnie and the Leo that we've got so far that are coming out for Mondo, but they're not, the typical Mondo fashion like the other ones. Like these are actual figures.
So the Donnie and Leo look awesome, right? And so the Turtles are gonna look great too.
Yeah.
They already leaked of confirmation that they're doing Shredder. And it's all based on Shredder didn't die underneath the pier when the pier falls on him in Turtles 2.
So it's going to be a Super Shredder?
Not necessarily super short, but the whole idea of their line is that it's the movie universe continuing after Turtles 2. So that's the whole gimmick of what they're running with, their own take on what it would be like. So that style. So Shredder's coming, and they're going to be having other mutants that will be coming out also, but in that same style that they're trying to produce, as if a third movie came out that wasn't set in Japan and sumos and samurai.
Did you buy into that line?
No. Mondo's Turtles? No, I'm not doing that.
Mondo also announced with a teased picture a Batgirl to go with their Batman animated series line, but it's the original way Batgirl looked when she debuted in the show, not the New Adventures of Batman and Robin version, the other one, which actually looks super cool.
They're doing some good shit. But I'm curious to see what they do with the continuation of the Turtles. Like, the Turtles are going to look great. I'm curious to see what they do with the other characters that never had a live action version, that they're kind of trying to push in that same world, what they go with their own spins on those types of characters.
So I think if we get the other Turtles, I think we'll get April. We'll get a Splinter. We'll probably get a Casey Jones, and they'll probably stop there. Shredder, too, but they'll stop there.
I don't think so, man. I think they're going to run with it because the way they talk about it, they've got some big plans for Turtles.
It'd be sick to have a badass foot soldier, I'll tell you that, with cloth.
That is not what I thought you were going to say.
Well,
really, as soon as you started, I thought you were going to say it'd be real sick to have a badass Slash. That's right where I thought you were going.
We've got some really badass Slashes already with other lines, and not that I'm saying I can't always use more Slash. I'll take more Slash all day.
But imagine a movie-based Slash with fucking almost that Jim Henson style. That would be pretty badass.
With the weird things coming off his hands because he's like,
yes, exactly.
Sure.
Slash.
That's what I'm just looking for, to see what their designs are with that. I'll probably still won't buy them because I'll be like, fuck, if I have to buy them, now I have to go back and backtrack to the Turtles. I'm not going to do that. But I look forward to seeing what they offer when it comes to that.
Should have got on now, dude.
Huh?
Should have jumped on that bandwagon now.
No, I'm good. That's my price. That my wallet does not like that price. But it does also make me hopeful to see if they become allowed or if they have any interest in making them in their 12-inch scale, or I'm sorry, 6-inch scale, like they're doing with Ghostbusters now. They're doing with Masters of the Universe now, where they hopped into the 1/12 scale. If they brought Turtles down to that, they'd probably have more of my attention to potentially buy if they were really badass.
These Turtles are going to be 12 inches, aren't they?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Give me the 12-inch or the 6-inch scales, the 1/12 scale, the 6-inch ones, like they are with the Ghostbusters, then I'd be very inclined.
God, can you imagine how big the party wagon would have to be for 12-inch Turtles?
Yeah,
no way in hell they're doing that, dude.
About that Ecto-1 you got in that room.
Yeah, that's about right.
just higher.
Yeah, syrup is better than jelly, guys. No, I would just have to buy little trench coats or whatever to put my Turtles in, and then stick those on the Ecto car.
That's pretty funny, actually.
Just buy flight suits for them; they'll be okay.
Yeah, whatever. Yes, whatever. It's my Turtles. I do what I want.
See, Joe knows Super Shredder would be a pretty amazing toy. I've got like 3 of them over there.
Yeah, I know. He's been a toy about 10,000 times. I think we're good.
But Joe doesn't know. Joe don't collect like that. You should give him one. You probably have like 200 or 300.
Gosh, she's so soft. I don't know what the hell Truffy's eaten lately, but she's like a fucking pillow.
Do you not feed her?
No, I'm just saying her coat has gotten so
Actually,
soft.
he doesn't. It's a fucking contraption that feeds them.
Tony's like, no, I don't feed her. My mom comes over and feeds her. I don't know what she's feeding her though.
But I'm saying like she's the only one that is this soft. I'm just like, am I high? Every time I touch her, I'm just like, you're so soft. I don't know. I can't do it.
What fucking movie was that with the furry wall when they were high to go pet the wall?
Oh, I have no idea.
I feel like it was a Jonah Hill movie.
I don't know. I just know that she's so damn fluffy lately.
Wait, is it the one where they take the drugs and then they have to find pizza to fucking survive? If they don't, their brain explodes.
No, I just watched that, and that movie was fucking weird.
No,
Was
the movie
it?
I'm thinking about, I'm pretty
I
sure it
haven't
was
seen
Jonah
it.
Hill. I want to say that Russell Brand, and I believe P. Diddy was in it, if I remember. But I think
Oh,
he's
Get
the
Him to
one
the
that tells him
Greek.
to pet the wall.
It's called Get Him to the Greek.
Okay, and he tells him like, "Go pet the wall," and like they're sitting there rubbing the furry wall.
Yeah, they're all high as crap. He's actually waiting in line. They're at the airport, and he's like, "I need you to take this bag, yeah, and put it up your bum, and I'll get it out when you land the plane." And he puts it up there, and the balloon breaks. So his whole ass is full of cocaine.
It happens, man. That happens.
Oh, fucking A, dude.
See,
Fucking Russell Brand, dude.
see Joe
Such a
knows.
wild ass movie, too.
What else you got, Tony? You got anything else for tonight?
Nope. I got nothing. We can kill it if you guys want to.
I got nothing.
Sitting here with my fuzzy cat.
I like my cat shaved.
Meow, 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 meow. All right, cool. Well,
Nope. Nope. That's
so thank you guys so much for coming out tonight. What's going on for Thursday? I will not be there, but what do you got going on?
It's video games. We're talking video games.
No,
I know Psycho wants to touch on the how they're getting priced out and the games aren't delivering for the price, and the systems how they're getting priced, and the companies are raising prices for no fucking reason but to compete with each other because they're stupid.
It was like
Something
being
along those
married.
lines. So I believe we're trying to get Victor to come on, and possibly Cuban guy, as soon as we get confirmation from them.
Cuban Victor. Wait.
Hell, Joe might hop in. He was live on TikTok the other day, and I hopped in his live, and I was harassing him for a few minutes. He was running around Fortnite with Towley. It's fucking weird. I didn't even know that was a thing. So
I just like how disgusted everybody seems to look for some reason.
it's been most of the cast. So
It's good. It's been a real treat.
I love you, Tony.
All right. Thank you guys so much. I'm going to go ahead and kill it. Thank you guys, everybody, for coming out. Chat's still looking lively. You guys can be lively somewhere else, but not here. We are done. Have a great night.
Joe's flossing his money around, apparently.